said when I was a child, and that was that the community grows the child, and it really feels like that's what you're doing. So for someone like myself that's working with parents very often, and they always say, I don't know what to do, how can we make this stand, how can we make a difference? What would you suggest? How can they have the strength to do it, well, number one, and how is it that you can maybe give them information? Is there a website, is there an information base or something like that that they can go to that we could refer them to?
Well, we're not got a website yet because it's very hard as getting funding, but we're trying to get there. But you really got to know your children as well, and you've got to be afraid, but also be their parent and get to know what is going on in the community, because a lot of parents out there, they're quite blind to know what's going on with their children. They're always like, well, my child's not in the gang, so it doesn't bother me. But trust me, it does.
If you go to allthews.wolfandforest.gov.uk/T Leighton, they have got information about Parents Against Violence, and of course there's a phone number that we put on the bottom of the screen as well later on the show. Stay there, Paul, I'm sure there's more questions, but first we're going to go over for a quick performance by two guys who formed a group called Rolling G. One of them was stabbed this year, and instead of retaliating against those who stabbed him, what he decided to do was form a group to educate not only young people, but also the communities about the consequences of gun and knife crime. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Rolling G.
Old top Mythology family, old tap Camis and the comedy audience. Easy dog. Yo, and if you know, there you go. Here, yo. I don't wanna let you may not want me, but I want you though. Looking at this day, nigga, put me in. Well, I open up my heart and I let you in. I blame myself. When I first saw you, I could have stopped myself. I didn't believe it. But I don't know what happened to me. But I couldn't fight it. I couldn't fight it away, but the love I want you, so I didn't say. I didn't waste time, wanna see you next time. Looking up and down, and every nigga we fight. But then it all messed up. But I don't know what I did, but I know what messed up. You didn't tell me, so I held my chest up. By the time to forget about it, and then I got stuck. And yeah, I don't wanna let you go, no. What do you wanna leave me? No. Yeah, and if you know, Rolling G representing. Yeah, I'll talk about Rolling G family. You know what I'm saying? It's Rolling G, ENT, yo, second. I don't want to hold it up again. Once you kill me, I'm coming around again. If you jump into the jump around the bend, and I won't stop trying to meet you back again. I want to be more than friends. More that's in the bigger level page. Friends can't do what I really want to do. Then I'll mix up and live in together. Cause I don't want my heart to be wrong. It's a token of a love, show a love from close. What did I go wrong? What did I do wrong? And the promotion, let's do another song. Yeah, it's long and alone. The only part I want to do is when I go home. My mom always told me that you're to be trouble. Better be careful if a scar on your heart to get trouble. I don't wanna let you go, no. But you don't wanna leave me, no. Even though I said I need you, no. Can't cut away the bullet. You know it's true. Easy. Yo, lost. Said I broke you, baby, that's not true. No one let me go on my life, but you is true. You come back a deja vu. I don't really get it, but with you, I do. Ain't got much to do, and if everything away, ain't got much to lose. Take care of you, I've got a box to prove. Cause you know, you ain't got the box for you. Hold it, stay in the heart to get coming, let's be clear. Wonder, kind of, what's you gon' wear? Since you ain't got time, you're just spare. Spend some time and spit a little rhyme. Guarantee you won't be no waste your time. Said together, something's gonna be mine. I'll roll up below I-N-G. What does that spell? R-N-G. I'll roll up below I-N-G. What does that spell? R-N-G. I'll roll up below I-N-G. What does that spell? R-N-G. I'll roll up below I-N-G. What does that spell? R-N-G. No, I don't wanna let you go, no. But you don't wanna leave me, no. I don't wanna let you go, no. But you don't wanna leave me, no. Yo, it's Rolling G, I swear that you're coming up now. I swear that UK, stand up, yo. Cause I don't wanna let you go, no. But you don't wanna leave me, no. I don't wanna let you go, no. But you don't wanna leave me, what's your step?
Come on, guys. You know what I did there? The house.
In the house. Easy, dog.
You were like taking over the whole audience there.
It's what we do, sorry.
No, it's good, it's good. So Rolling G, you're spreading your message of positivity across the whole of East London at the moment, but how you guys got together though is really a tragic story. In fact, you were stabbed this year, weren't you? I'm going to call you Aaron, not Pilot. I'm sorry.
Why you gonna do that?
You know why? Because that's the Christian name your mother gave you. But seriously, you got stabbed this year. Was it in February?
Feb, yeah, 07.
How did that happen?
Madness, basically. Went out to enjoy ourselves in a rave. We didn't get into the rave. Some guys come up to me, tried to push in the queue, wasn't having none of it. Ended up fighting. Walked into the club. Man just got bottled with 4 stabbings in my body.
They hit you over the head with a bottle?
Yeah.
And then they stabbed you?
I don't know, can't remember.
Well, of course they stabbed you.
Yeah, obviously, but...
And all that was over an argument in the queue?
Yeah.
So you had a little argument, maybe a fight, did you fight?
Yeah, not a couple of them out.
You felt good about that?
No.
But then you went inside and they stabbed you?
Yeah.
So how long were you in hospital for?
About 3 days.
Yeah? When your mum came into the hospital and you were conscious, what's the first thing she said to you?
Rolling G, I think.
She said rolling G?
Yeah, G.
Your mum said rolling G?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Probably, innit?
Well, I'm just gobsmacked. First time ever on the show, I haven't got anything else to say. So she said rolling G.
Yeah.
What do you say to your mum?
Said rolling G back. Yeah, mumsy. Hold tight, mumsy, though.
Hold tight, mumsy. Where's the camera?
Seriously, your dad and stuff. I mean, they must be completely beside themselves. On the
Yeah,
show.
they were shocked. They were.
What did your dad say to you?
How you gonna deal with this? And I was like, you know what? Retaliation's not the answer. But my boys want to do something positive, so got together.
Was that your instant thought though? It wasn't. I don't want to get my own back. I don't want to start a new beef.
No, it wasn't my instant thought. But over thought, like me focusing on myself and what I could do to other people's families and that, I wasn't on it.
So how long did that period of you deciding I'm not going to do anything in terms of retaliation? Was it a week? Was it 5 days? What was it?
After speaking to my fellow G's, you man, they were like, oh, if you want to do something, but really you want to do something with your life. And I thought, true say, they guided me.
So you spoke to
Yeah, before, but actually we want to retaliate, but then we thought to it like we want to do something with our life. They don't have nothing to live for, so why do we want to damage our lives because of them? So we just decided to focus ourselves on our music and what we do in Rolling G.
That deserves a round of applause. That's about it for the show. I've got to quickly tell you on next week's show we'll be talking fashion. We'll also have some musical artists performing live. But for today, I've got to thank Rolling G, also Paula as well from Parents Against Violence. My first 3 guests, Junior, Crafty and Emmanuel, for coming on. And all of those websites are rolling across the screen right about now, so make sure you check them out, okay? I'm going to leave you with a thought, something I read the other day, which said, be careful how you live your lives, because you may be the only Bible that someone ever picks up and reads. Think about that. Playing us out tonight, though, is a beautiful poet. Her name's Michaela, and this poem really summarises what we've been talking about tonight. Until we meet again next week, take care of yourselves.
The fatherland is not too far, it's almost in full view. And in the midst of my mind's eye, I can feel the high humidity tingling on my ethnicity and changing my name to man set free from black boy in captivity, forced to eat the proclivity, stuffed in my face by media insensitivities. I'm going somewhere special. Come with me and take heed of testimonies passed down from your spiritual ancestry, spoken to you through the word in me. When I speak sincerely, so please hear me when I say this loud and clear. The fatherland is not too far. It's almost in full view, and in the midst of my eye, I'm reminded of I confine my life to. I was stuck in the trappings of contemporary slavery, happy for Pride magazine to tell me how to be and glorify the sexy I see on MTV, fooling, suffocated in the self-growth I paid for in exchange for my self-growth deeper, unaware of the unrequited love that greed had for me, into with no shame hanging